looking down towards the south on the loaded track of the Gravity Railroad bed. Heavily grown in. Now looking up towards the north on the loaded track as it heads up towards Number 5 Hill and then on to Edgerton. Okay, we're up a little further now, another 75 yards or so, looking south again on the loaded track, and it's washed out pretty good here. A lot of water came down here and pushed this out. Somebody does some hunting up here, it looks like. A little blind for archery. Still headed up the mountain, northbound on the loaded track of the Gravity. Okay, looking down into the actual railroad bed, they made this cut apparently to cut down on the slope of the rise here up the mountain. We're walking up on the road right up to the west of it. That was probably made later on, or maybe it's made from the dirt that they dug out down there in the railroad bed. We didn't get the metal detectors down there yet. There may be something down there to find though. A little better view of the small rock cut for the loaded track. "150 years ago or so, this would have been quite active with cars being pulled up here by the motor house, which was located somewhere up on top. A few artifacts there, part of a track, part of one of the wheels that was located in the center of the track where the cable rode over, right in the center of that wheel, that piece of wheel there, cast iron, and that rope, that cable pulled the cars up the mountain. A little bit of wildlife on the Gravity. Near the top of the plane, I'm not really sure if it went down this here way or if it went up the road here. We'll have to get out some maps. Another orange salamander. Another cut in the rock for the Gravity Railroad.
I don't know where the hell those other rocks are.
Took a lot of work to cut through this rock back in the 1860s. But apparently they put this in here to take the steepness out of the hill. Okay, looking down the track again. Heavily grown in here. And it looks like something was at that stump there digging for grubs. Probably a bear, and everything's all panked down here like it happened very recently. And looking up, and there right in the middle of the track is the cable. Part of the cable that was used to pull the cars up. Another notch cut in a rock.
Aren't they ties?
For the,
Where are they? I don't know.
there could be ties down there too. But another notch cut in a rock for the Gravity. And it's all filled in, worn in, because Gravity actually shut down in 1898. So it's been a long time, over 100 years. And it has grown in very, very well. Looking up towards Edgerton north. Working our way up higher and higher, looking down towards the town, right in the middle of the old Gravity Railroad bed, and it is really washed out. We thought we might be able to get a truck down here, maybe do some tours, but it's pretty much impassable for anything but a quad maybe. Yeah, it's pretty steep up here. We're edging our way up towards the top, and it goes way up there.
Coming to the cut.
We're coming up to the cut, the rock cut.
Yeah.
150 some years ago, the noise up here must have been pretty loud with those engines pulling the cars up here filled with coal. Right up past this spot here. All the track is gone. All the ties have long rotted away. Just finding artifacts, pieces of metal, pieces of wheels. Okay, we're coming up on the larger of the rock cuts. Right here where the loaded cars went up. All cut back in the 1850s, early 1860s. A lot of work with the hand tools they had. Better view of the rock cut now. Looking down maybe 15 feet deep.
Amazing.
Right where the trains went, the coal cars. I'm going to try to zoom in on a drill mark made.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Right there. And those drills weren't the modern ones that they had. This was 1850s or early 60s. A lot of work to do this. But it saved the cut, the steepness of the hill a little bit. This is the end of the cut where the cars came out and went on straight up that way. The Casey Highway now is in the way where it ends. But we're at the top of the plain.